With our next guest on The Source, I've been trying to line him up for many, many years. A St. Catharines native, professional wrestling superstar, formerly with the WWE, now with AEW. Shawn Spears, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for finally allowing us to arrange getting you on the program. It's great to see you.
Good to see you, man. It took some time, but we finally circled back, and it's good to see you again, Mike. How you been, man?
And it's funny how things work out, because I think the fact that we have the self-isolation, the COVID-19 restrictions, and we have to do our program on Skype allowed this to happen more easily. What are some of the things that you have to keep in mind now as you continue to wrestle during this time?
I think the first and, above all else is safety, not just for myself, my family, other talent and their family, but our audience in general. The safety of our audience is top of the line, first and foremost, among all else. Obviously, we want the fans in attendance. Obviously, we want the roar of the crowd, the energy of the crowd. That's why we do what it is that we do. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like being at a live show, watching a live show, with your buddies and having a few cocktails and whatnot, or bringing the family or whatever it is. We miss the overall atmosphere, but safety is key. It's paramount right now, and it's first on our list. So once we are confident that everybody, talent on both sides of the guardrail, are safe, hopefully things can get back to where they were once.
Look, we're live on Dynamite.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's getting a beating.
Dude, Tucci's getting wrecked.
Hey, look, I'm with Britt Baker, baby.
Did you guys know she's a dentist?
It's a big change, because a big part of wrestling is to make that entrance, to walk through the crowd. You're high-fiving the crowd, people trying to get close to you, and that's not there. And the roar of the crowd during the match, how hard is it to keep up the energy while you're wrestling?
So this is interesting, and I've answered this in a couple other interviews. For me personally, I have a wrestling school in Florida as well, and I wrestle my students on a regular basis. And when I do, it's in front of nobody. It's in front of a few other students and my business partner as well. And that's really I'm used to that. I'm very comfortable in that setting because I believe in giving 100% no matter what the stakes are. Back in the independents, especially in the St. Catharines and Niagara area, I would wrestle in front of 10 people. I'd wrestle in front of 5 people. The effort still needs to be there. So that mentality, that kind of giving it all you got type mentality, stays with me throughout and will stay with me until my days in this industry are done in the ring. During this time, we still have the opportunity to hopefully take people's minds off of what's happening for even a split second. So if I'm able to go out there and make someone laugh for 3 minutes while they're watching from home, or have a chuckle, or look at this guy's an idiot, if I can just help them forget about kind of what's going on in the world for a split second, I'm doing my job. And that's our goal at AEW, just to put on the best possible show we can. At the end of the day, we're there if they need us. We're there if our audience needs us.
Are you being given more freedom with the AEW as far as your character and, what you do in the ring than you did with your previous organization?
I get all freedom. I actually have to double check half the time. I'm like, is anybody going to tell me how to? I'm like, no, you know what you're doing. You've been doing this long enough. Go ahead. So, with respect and keeping in mind that there could be various ages watching our show. I've been doing this a while, so I try and be very respectful of different ages and things. Obviously you don't want to offend people. You don't want to use bad language. You don't want to, if a little kid's watching, you want to be mindful of that. So keeping all that stuff in mind, I've been given all the freedom in the world in AEW, which is, again, in itself a challenge. I'm not exactly used to having full kind of freedom. So I get to try different things. I get to throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, okay, on to the next. But it's been fun. I've been having a blast. And at this stage of my career, after 18 and a half years, I think should always be fun. Should always be fun. But at the end of the day, it's still a business. So you're going to have your ups and downs. But at this stage of the game, after 18 years, and I'm still having fun, how could that be wrong?
Shawn, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on all your success in the ring. Stay safe, and we hope that sooner or later we'll see crowds back in those stands at the AEW matches.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time, Mike. It's good to see you, man. You take care
Great
of
to see
yourself.
you.